Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and this year the pistachio tree in the Heidelberg Botanic Garden in Germany is truly spoiling us. Look at that, it seems it has well over 100 bunches of pistachios, well over 100 flowering and fruiting branches. On each branch there are several, on each branch there are about 10 inflorescences, and on each inflorescence there are at least 10 fruits, which would be, well, if you say that you have well over 100 fruits on each of those branches, then right now we might have something in the vicinity of 5,000 or more fruits here. I've never seen our tree fruiting so profusely here. And this is, well, the first of many mysteries about this tree. Well, the first one is, I thought it would fruit better in hot years. When I was younger, I thought pistachio is like a subtropical thing, and then I realized that no, actually in Central Asia it can be grown in areas with quite harsh winters. It seems it just requires very hot summers for production of good fruits. Here in Heidelberg, in a couple of our very hot summers, it was fruiting nicely enough. There were 2 or 3 such fruit bunches, and then in other years there were just a couple fruits. But now we had a cold winter, a very cold and wet spring. Even now it's June, but the maximum temperature on most days is like 16-17 degrees in June, and it was like this most of the spring. In the last couple years we got used to having the usual temperature in June being like 35 degrees, the usual maximum temperature in the afternoon. So a cold winter didn't damage it apparently. Pistachios apparently can take a lot of frost, but they seem to like hot and sunny summers. And why does this thing have so many fruits when in other cold years it basically didn't abound in fruits? The second one is, who is actually pollinating this thing? A lot of pistachios are not self-fertile. Here the label says Pistacia vera. We'll come to this. And then we look around, and it's a female tree. It might be a hermaphroditic tree, but I've never seen male flowers on it. Only female flowers. And then, no, the fig cannot pollinate it, neither can the olive, neither the bay leaf. But here we have a Pistacia terebinthus, which is most probably pollinating our pistachio, because apart from that, I think there was a small Pistacia lentiscus, but it might have died. Well, this is most probably, yes, it's a Pistacia terebinthus, deciduous pistachio species from the Mediterranean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 leaves. It can have more, it can have up to 11 as far as I remember. In contrast to that, Pistacia vera has 5 leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I never questioned this label before, but today I thought, well, I have seen Pistacia vera a couple times. I'm not very familiar with it, but this one doesn't look exactly like Pistacia vera. It has too many leaflets. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 seems to be the norm, but there are also a lot of leaves with 9 leaflets. Pistacia vera has 5, and they are not pointy like this. So now I have 2 options. Either I can go to some library or to some website and spend a lot of time, or I can let you do the work. So what is this pistachio species? Let's look at it. Here it grows like a shrub. Well, as you can see, most of our Mediterranean niche things here grow like a shrub. The fig grows like a shrub, the olive grows like a shrub. Well, Pistacia terebinthus is very frost hardy, so it doesn't grow like a shrub. But all those frost to the ground 10 years ago, when we had some really harsh winters, like frost for weeks, the rivers freezing over and stuff like that. So the growth form, you cannot really go for it. Maybe it's something that usually likes to grow as a tree, but here it frosts to the ground and grows as a shrub. I thought about Pistacia atlantica. Maybe it could be Pistacia atlantica instead. That's the bark. Here we have the leaves with the leaflets. And then the quite small fruits. They do remind me of the Pistacia atlantica fruits I picked in Gran Canaria. Well, so many of them. Pistacia atlantica is used as a nut tree. Well, it grows profusely in the wild. You don't need to cultivate it. In many areas, it's actually, of North Africa, it's actually the only big tree that can grow in those climates, and it's the main timber tree of those areas. But those people are usually poor enough that it makes sense for them. If they can forage small pistachios from the wild, they forage small pistachios from the wild instead of growing or buying big ones. Here are the fruits. They're a fraction of the size of Pistacia vera. I thought at first it could be some old variety or even a wild one. Pistacia vera seems to be mostly a cultivated species. Now in June, actually what we can do, they are already a bit tough. Actually, young pistachios can be eaten like a fruit. Those already a bit on the tough side. Even later, there will be very poorly developed seeds inside. I think in autumn I should check again. I did a lot of videos about this tree, but usually they were not very critical videos, and I believe that's Pistacia vera. But I think in autumn I should make a much critical video. I should collect a lot of the fruits. I should check how well developed the embryos insides are. Is it really well pollinated by Pistacia terebinthus? Or is this rather a poor pollination? Should find out why it has so many fruits after a cold winter and a cold spring. With a lot of trees, the pollination didn't even work because the spring was so cold and wet. Very interesting thing. Yeah, I'm a little bit too late to enjoying most of those as a... yeah, those are still good. The ones which are green, they're like... oh well. They are not great, but it's a tangy vegetable-like thing. This one again too tough already. So yeah, folks, tell me, which pistachio is this? Why is it fruiting like crazy after a cold winter and a cold wet spring? What could be pollinating it? Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich Heidelberg Botanic Garden. And if you want to see more such videos, it's not enough to subscribe to my channel, because YouTube doesn't recommend my videos even to most subscribers anymore. Better press the little bell icon, then YouTube has to notify you about all new uploads.